There it is. Ew. I got to get me another camera. I've got my camera on the arm. I got my microphone on the arm. But the arm of my camera blocks, well, my timing on the left. And a lot of times when I'm recording on the right, it interferes. So, excuse me. It'll get better, hopefully. It has gotten better. It'll get better. Everything gets better. This too shall pass. Yes. Hi. My name's Loretta, and you're at Mother's Tarot and Sound Healing. And I'm still working on pulling the sound healing in. So I've discovered that my forks, for some reason, can't be heard by the microphone. So I have tried to record on both my Zoom and my StreamYard. And I'm not getting the sound back. So I'm on the hunt for that. It's coming though. This video, and I hope everyone is doing well. Please keep yourself grounded. Trucking through one foot in front of the other. I don't know, if you need inspiration, pick up a history book. Look at what our ancestors went through. Find your blessings. Find your gratitude. This too shall pass. We need to keep going. We need to keep up the resistance. And we're not just resisting one side of this. It takes two to tango. And the Democrats, in many cases, are just as culpable for what we're dealing with, because they just kind of let everything slide. Don't make a fuss. Anyway, it's going to get better. You just keep doing what you need to do to keep yourself strong, breathing, and deep breathe. We need deep breathing. It helps. It helps us when we hear sound, when we hear the frequencies that align with our own body. It resets our core cell frequency. All right. Get that in mind. Okay, I got to quit yucking on. This is Fake 45/7, Schedule F and Civil Servants. Because the Schedule F, where did that come out of then? I was thinking it came out of Project 2025, the Schedule F. But I did a little search, and I'm going to use my predictions card, and I'm going to lay out 15 cards. And I'm going to take a look at where this is going now, or what we're going to have to be dealing with even more of. But I found on govx.com, not a government site, what this is, and I got it printed out here, because today is the 29th of January, 2025. What was it? 8 days ago, did it come out? Not very long. Or no, this is Wednesday, and they released it, I think, Monday. The F45/7. He signed an executive order last week reestablishing the controversial plan to strip tens of thousands of federal workers in policy-related positions of their civil service protections. So protections are found in policies. It was unclear how the new administration would unwind Biden-era regulations aimed at blocking the policy's revival, though most experts agreed that officials would need either to issue a notice of proposed rulemaking or an interim final rule. Now, this site here, it titled this New Schedule F Guidance. So maybe the Schedule F guidance is in the policy books governing civil servants. Shows the Trump White House is rearing for a fight. This website is from GovTribe, GovExec Intelligence. It's an all-in-one government contracting platform. It says connect with buyers and partners, search federal, state, and local opportunities, manage your capture process. You could try it 14 days for free. GovTribe. So anyway, it must be about people that are, they're looking for those sweet retirement packages. And hey, there's none better than a civil servant retirement package. Okay, because this is like the workforce of 2025 is who this is for. It says, but according to acting OPM Director Charles Ezell's memo, that's Ezell is his last name, Director of OPM, an acronym. That P in there could be policy and the M could be management. But I don't know. I didn't do a deep dive into it. If you're that interested, you can do it, or you want to check this out, please do, and let me know. Anyway, Charles Ezell's memo to agency heads. This is across the states. The administration is claiming that the president has the constitutional authority to unilaterally rescind regulations governing federal personnel issues. That's where it's at, in the issues regarding federal personnel. So I ask, under what article? What constitutional article? Under Article 2, which has 8 clauses in it. I didn't stop to read them. I just collected the facts. And then it also has sections 2, and that's in section 1 under Article 2 of the Constitution. It also includes sections 2, 3, and 4. And in that, section 2 has 3 clauses in it. Sections 3 and 4 do not have any clauses. Okay. It goes on to say, in the executive order that he used his authority under the Constitution and Title V of the U.S. Code. I didn't look up Title V, but I know the titles, the U.S. codes are all title. To directly nullify these regulations. Ezell wrote sections 4 of the order provides that until OPM effectuates their formal rescission, these regulations shall be held inoperative and without effect. This presidential directive immediately superseded OPM regulations issued using delegated presidential authority. Did I? I'm going to keep going. As such, agencies may immediately begin the work of compiling lists of policy-regulated jobs. And OPM has set an initial deadline of April 20, 2025, for agencies to submit initial petitions to reclassify workers outside of the competitive service. The guidance also indicates that a second executive order will be published later this spring to effectuate the transfers. In a section of the memo entitled Patronage remains prohibited, OPM apparently sought to respond to criticism that Schedule F amounts to the politicizing of the civil service and a return to the 19th century spoils system. Oh yeah, we're in the 21st century. Yes, friggin' roll it back. I'm gonna do a prayer before I read. So I just want you to know I'm not gonna go in it with this because the human part of me. Okay. Highlighting new additions to the current iteration of the executive order stipulating that federal workers cannot be removed for failure to support a particular political party or president. Yeah, let me read that again. This is one entire. I'm just checking here. Oh, yeah. This paragraph is a complete sentence, one sentence, in a section of the memo entitled Patronage Remains Prohibited. OPM apparently sought to respond to criticism that Schedule F amounts to the politicization of the civil service and a return to 19th century spoils system, highlighting new additions to the current iteration of the executive order stipulating that federal workers cannot be removed for failure to support a particular political party or president. Section 6B of the executive order clarifies what is expected of career employees in or applicants for schedule policy/career positions. The memo states they are not required to personally or politically support the current president or the policies of the current administration. They are required to faithfully implement an administration policies to the best of their ability. Failure to do so will be grounds for dismissal. Okay. Don Kettle, Kettl, professor emeritus at the University of Maryland and former dean of its School of Public Policy, said the new language still marks a fundamental change for federal workers. It's even more fundamental than that. It's not about the use of the federal civil service to employ our friends, Kettle said. It says the responsibility of people in the executive branch is to do what the president says, as he decides it should be done. And anyone who doesn't is subject to firing. It's a flat-out assertion of presidential authority over Article 2 of the Constitution that I've never seen put quite so broadly. The administration's decision to seek to nullify then President Biden's regulations to insulate the civil service from Schedule F rather than simply unwind it through the traditional rulemaking process indicates that the White House relishes a fight in court over the issue. They had an easy way and a hard way to do this, he said. The easy way would have been the issuance of an interim final rule doing all of this stuff immediately, but still abiding the process through the Administrative Procedure Act. They chose the harder way, I believe, because they want to make that clear assertion. Separate from the APA issues and everything else about the president fundamental power. This is what this is all about. About the president's fundamental power and challenge everyone who disagrees with them to battle them in court. Kettle said that if the courts ultimately agree with F45/7, if the courts ultimately agree with him, the president could theoretically unwind all manner of rules and regulations by fiat. Final paragraph. Once you begin with the argument that the president has the power to do what the president wants, and once you assert it to nullify existing regulations that could be read very, very broadly, he said, the question now becomes, where else might they challenge this? Do they want to challenge regulations in more places and just have it out with everyone? Or will they pick their targets, establish precedent, and then broaden it out from there? That's the question they're asking. So I want to look at Schedule F. I'm going to lay 15 cards out. Try to do this a little differently. This is what I'm using. Linda G loves this deck. I like it too. She's deep into politics, so, and I try not to be. So, and also, yeah, someday I'm going to get into that one too. So many important issues, so much to do, and not all that much time to do it in. Just because I'm 70. So, okay. All right. But all for the money. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these. Oh, wait a minute. First, before I do that, let's get protected. All right. I call upon, I allow, I acknowledge the presence of my highest infinite self. I call upon my esoteric helpers, the sages, Hyang, the spirit guides, and my ancestors. I include all beings of love and light within the divine field of the omnipotent one that forever walk with me. I ask that Archangel Michael provide me with protection. I ask that Archangel Raphael provide any healing that is needed. I ask that Archangel Uriel provide me with transformation. And I invoke the invisible body of Christ and transmuting back to me. I ask that all my resistance and blockages be cleared away in order that I may be a conduit of perfect light and perfect love. I ask to receive this blessing. I am eternally humbled and grateful for this powerful connection. And it is with much gratitude that I thank you for this blessing. And so it is. I'll just start. Thank you. All right. Where are we at? 20 minutes. I'm sorry. But I had to read that before I could read on on the issue. Oh, these are a little slickery. Yeah. How are you doing? How are all of you doing? Are you grounding yourself? I highly recommend a grounding box. Get some play sand. Get yourself a plastic thing that you can put your feet in. Both feet, not tightly, comfortably. And play sand in it. Yeah. Pick up some of your favorite rocks. Put them in it. I put some citrate, citrine, the one that clears energy from other stones. It's always alive and clearing. That's what they say. So I had a couple of ones, so I put one of them in my grounding box. So, and I love it. When I put my feet in it, it's like it clears your whole system from the soles of your feet up to the crown of your head. It truly does. It's cool and refreshing. And, so nice. Yeah. Okay, we are reading on Schedule F and civil servants. Using the prediction. What did I do? Did I mess this up? I flipped some cards. Well, now this is going to take even a little bit longer. I'm so sorry. I think I might have done this last time I used it. Some got flipped. Sorry. Don't take me a minute to do that. And yeah. Oh, and if you've never looked into getting tuning forks, and I highly recommend you do, especially if you got little ones. You want the 528 frequency, hertz, HD. You want the 528. It soothes the little ones when they're upset. Very magical. And looks like I might have just got that. That was so strange. It did that. Yeah. And then what's the other one? There's others. But if you got children around you, or you care for them once in a while, or got family or little ones, yeah. 528. 528 hertz. I've got this one. Yeah, the unweighted. 174. Yeah. 174 is overall. Oh my goodness. Just wand yourself with it. Just wand yourself with it for, good, as long as you could take it. And this is a 528. It's a lower frequency or a higher frequency. Yeah. Because you see the difference in the forks? The longer the fork, the lower the frequency, or the lower the tone. The shorter the fork, the higher. And I got the little angel forks are like this. They scream. But 528, really good. Okay, sorry. Anyway, and so try that out. If you can. Luckily, I haven't seen my little one. I'm going to try it out on him. I got a 3-year-old great grandchild. And I'm going to pull it out for him to see. Then let's see how the kids react to it. And I had the 10. Oh, she's not 10 yet. She'll be 10 soon. She was here. And I did the 528 on her, I think. And she really liked it. So I'm still getting things pulled together, getting it laid out, what tones work where. There's 3 of them that you do a sound bath in for 1 hour, 20 minutes a piece. This is what I'm working on getting recorded. So, anyway. All right. How we doing, Spirit? Got this laid out for us. My higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, beyond. Well, I just threw 2 of them out. Yeah. This one was the first one. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to lay them out now. First one out was distraction, illusion. Second one out, cyclone damage. It's going to be 3 rows, 5 cards apiece. The 4 corners, a little deeper insight, guidance, knowledge. Okay. Yeah, I knew you'd be there. Okay. See, the center card here is the theme. It's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. And let's see. Okay, I got the first row down, the second row down. Yeah, but you don't surprise me one bit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Shadow card, rulership handover. You see it? There you go. Yeah, see, I can't see through the arm real good. There you go, rulership handover. Yeah, and that's something. Okay, so we've got here is distraction, illusion. Is first card out. First card out, distraction, illusion. Second, cyclone damage. Third one, darkness, outage. I keep hearing about a 3-day thing. It'll be on purpose. If it happens, it's going to be on purpose. We got housing issues. Yeah, I think these are all things that are coming. Another corner card. Okay, distraction, illusion was our first corner. Second corner, assistance, help. All right. There is going to be assistance and help. It's just like because of the blowback on the Schedule F, he rescinded it. I mean, they're just going to rework their approach. They're going to come at it again. But on the first attempt, he rescinded it. Okay, the second row, disappointing outcome. There you go. Next card, unexpected results. Third, all for money. Now this row here, disappointing outcome, unexpected results, all from money. This center road is a direct message from spirit, solid all across. Floods, heavy rain. Farming industry. Now, about this one. Not only have I seen it in my own pulling of cards, I've seen it in others pulling this card. The farming industry is going to take a big hit. So, yeah. For me, I got a good sized bag of beans and, hydrated potatoes, dehydrated potatoes. I got some dehydrated eggs in there. So I just got a few things. I'm not going crazy over because I don't think it's going to be like that. But a little extra helps for when things are a little tight. Things come up, car needs to be repaired, that kind of stuff. Okay, now the third corner card, controlled puppet. He is a little unmanageable, mostly at times, but still, he's a controlled puppet. Okay, next card, urgent, act now. Next to that, good outcome. Next to that, uprooted, taken out. Next to that, betrayed, backstab. This is that final outcome, fourth corner card. Okay. So the people are going to realize that they've been had by a controlled puppet. Okay. But also, uproot, taken out, he will be the controlled puppet. Absolutely, he will be. I mean, he's just another bully. And, unfortunately, he is in the seat he's in, but he is just another friggin' lowlife, a bully on the schoolyard of life. Yeah. Okay, so this first row, we've got, what is my, if I got room for all of them here, I'm going to try to load them up on my holder here. It does pretty good. So I'm going to show you what the first row looks like. All right. Yeah, I told them all. Oh, good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. I like it. I like it a lot. So we got distraction, illusion, cyclone damage, darkness, outage, housing issues, and assistance help. Yeah, that's the first row. We have assistance and we have help. There's all kinds of distraction and illusions going on. This is why it's so important to ground yourself. Oh, and whoops, I'm sorry. There we go. I don't think I mentioned I meant to. The reason for the WWE superstars, because that's where the fake 47/45, that was his training ground. That's where he got accolades for going out there and talking like he does, and, being a bully, and he got accolades there for it. That was his training ground. Okay. And like I said, I've heard there's a 3-day thing, and I just wouldn't put it past him. I just kind of feel that, when this happens, when it happens, it's deliberate, absolutely deliberate. Housing issues, and assistance and help. And that's the other influence card. So the corner cards, I'm going to show you the corner cards. Okay, so let's just take a real good look-see at the corner cards. All right. These are messages, insight, big influence on this reading. All right. Oh. So we got distraction, illusion, assistance help, controlled puppet, and betrayed, backstab. You see the distraction and illusion? She's got cards in her hand. See that? Yeah. Because they do have their own team of readers. And the thing is, the shadow card here is a rulership handover, right? That would have been possible. It's not there, though. Okay. So, put these back in place. Then we're going to look at the center row. Or what cards are touching what? Let me see. So we got distraction, illusion, right next to cyclone damage. And above disappointing outcome. And angle just barely touching unexpected results. Okay. This is off one aspect of the future of this Schedule F, civil servants. Distraction, illusion, cyclone damage, disappointing outcome, and unexpected results. Okay. The unexpected results it's not going to work for them. Well, they saw it already. It's not going to work for them like they thought. The unexpected results. So, okay. Now let's look at the other major influencing corner, which is assistance help. Okay. Starting at the corner. To the left of that is housing issues. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because from what I understand, they're expecting his shenanigans are really going to start to affect the Wall Street. Okay. Trading and all that. It's not going to go well. Okay. So right here, we've got in this other side here, assistance, help. It's next to housing issue. Underneath it is the farming industry, which means our food supply. And then kitty corner, touching just the corners, floods and heavy rains. All right. This is the second corner to the top. Put it in the top row. All right. So we got climate events, floods, heavy rain, farming industry, there's food issues, housing issues, and luckily there will be assistance and help in all these areas. Is it going to be easy? No, not at all. But it's there. All right. So farming issues right here. All right. Now we're looking at the third corner, and then we're going to end this with the theme, the spirit in the middle, all that talking and stuff. Okay, so we got controlled puppet. Okay, next to it is urgent act now. Above it, disappointing outcome. And then connected at the corners unexpected results. Okay, that's not bad. Well, it's disappointing, but also unexpected. So, controlled puppet, urgent act now, time, and not unexpected results. Yeah, this is about the civil service and the Schedule F. All of this comes into play. All of it comes into play. Urgent, yeah. It all comes into play. Now let's look at this fourth corner. In the corner, we got betrayed, backstabbed. Sitting right next to it, uprooted, taken out. Above, this is the farming industry. Hooked at the corners is our climate problem. Floods, heavy rain. So this is showing the end of him. 45/47, the fake one. This is downfall. His downfall. Okay, now let's look at the center. All for money. The theme at the very core of all of this. And we have to ask ourselves about the materialism that we enjoy. You know. Okay, let me do this. Oh, well, if I look at it that way, yeah. So above all for money is the darkness outages, and below that is good income. Is a good outcome. It's not going to be a good outcome for the people, though. But for those that are doing the manipulating, it's going to work to some degree. They're going to get what they want. All for money, unexpected results, and floods, heavy rains, climate. I expect the climate to play a big role in this, in the outcome. Because this is, this is just the biggest heavy-handed move. Okay, now let's look at here what the corners of these cards are barely touching, but they are touching on the corners. So we've got another aspect here around all for money. We got cyclone damage, uprooted and taken out. That's one angle. The other angle, urgent, act now, because it is all for the money. And we got housing issues. Like I said, the stock market, I believe it's next week it starts, we'll start seeing its instability due to what the fake 45/7 is doing. And then we got the shadow card of rulership handover. I mean, because maybe in 45, 47, fakeness head is thinking his family, like any other king, one of his sons will be the prince and be crowned, right? Or it's taken away from him and all the oligarchs, the billionaires, and they get shown the door. Because guess what? There's more of us than there are them. They need us to sustain themselves. They ain't helping us out no more. So we certainly don't need them. I canceled my Amazon subscription. And I have actively been, when I do the shopping, I do it elsewhere, smaller places, no billionaires. And the next thing I got to do is look for a smaller grocery outlet. Well, speaking of, they have a grocery outlet, but who owns it? That's what I'm concerned with. Who owns where you're laying down your money at? Because our money is the head of the snake for them. Okay? That's how we provide oxygen for them. All right? So we need to be very careful of where we spend our money. And so just be mindful of that. The banks are another thing. If you can move your money into a local credit union, if you got too much for one, because there's, they've got the federally protected, although with the faker at the top cutting out regulations like there's nobody's business. See, the regulations protect our food. They protect our water. They protect our money in the banks and the credit unions. So if you got some bucks that go over the limit that is protected, if I were in that position, I would put my money, spread it around in different various credit unions, Anyway, it's just a thought. Darkness outages. Yeah. I don't know if you want to see this or not. I could see if I can turn it around. I didn't know. All right. I'll flip it around for you and then I'm going to. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it there. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. That's how it looks. So, sorry, you'll have to freeze your camera. I can't do this very well. I'm sorry. Here we go. All right. So, all righty. I'm going to sign this off. I'm sorry. I got to get all this fixed. Thanks for hanging with me. If you made it this far, thank you. I think it's all right. I'm going to close this out with a prayer. Yeah, I did a closing prayer too. They told me I need to prayer up. I'm praying up, for me, for you, for all of us. Okay. I'm grateful for receiving this guidance in this reading. It is with much gratitude I thank you for allowing me to be a conduit of the universal life form energy. I am grateful for the assistance of my esoteric helpers, the sages, Hyun, the spirit guides, and ancestors. And I am grateful for all beings of the divine field of love and light that forever walk with me. It is with special gratitude I thank Archangel Michael for protection, Archangel Raphael for healing, Archangel Uriel for transformation, and the invisible body of Christ transmuting. And so it is. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you take real good care of yourself. Ground yourself. Breathe deeply. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light. As best you can, open up dialogue of communication with your neighbors, your friends that maybe you're not seeing eye to eye to. One of the things that's required of us in moving through this is communicating with those who do not think as we do. Okay? Finding a ground level. If it means staying away from sensitive topics, that's what you do. The goal is to open up the line of communication again. I know when I was a kid, there was, and growing up, well, throughout most of my life, you know, I talked to people and knew people that I didn't agree with, but I still valued them, you know, as people, you know, respected their right to have their own thoughts and views, you know. We're all playing with the same rules, you know, which seems to have shifted. It has shifted. So, and we need to be involved to get it back on track, to rein it in, get us going into a better direction, a higher evolving direction. I know for myself, humanity, you know, the protection of humanity is number one. You know, when I think of humanity, I think of babies, little ones. I love them. All colors, shapes. So, anyway, take real good care of yourself. And remember to breathe deeply. Ground yourself. Do it as often as you need to. All right? Sending y'all agape love. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. All right? Bye for now. See you soon.